Good morning, Spreaker. What's going on, family? We just getting ready to do this toast. About a minute off. About a minute off. Let me make sure I turn off this Bluetooth so we can do what we need to do. We about to pull up this Facebook. I'm still trying to send out the some images. So I gotta figure this stuff out. This is getting stupid now. All right, because try to pull up my Google photos, and it pulls up Picasa, and it only deals with one picture on the whole drive. I don't understand that, so I'm gonna have to text them about that. But I'm sending out the text right now, so we're gonna see who's gonna be joining us real soon. Let me go back and let me go live. But yo, I want to say great Kujichagulia to all those that's listening in on Spreaker. The true choice of the journey. You know what I'm saying? I guess you call it the the first toasters. You know what I'm saying? Before it was a daily toast. We was kicking it here on Spreaker. You know, maybe now on a daily. For a while, I mean, this is like maybe a second or third stint at trying a daily show. And this one has been the most successful thus far. But you know, like all experiments, we have to expand and we have to ask questions and we have to look at how we can improve. You know what I'm saying? That's life in general. How can we make it better? How can we make it greater? And you know, that's what I am attempting to do each and every time I try to bring this stuff to you. So we are up on Facebook. Well, I kind of pushed the button just a little bit too soon. I wasn't really ready. Alright, I wasn't really ready. And right now, sometime right about now, if I'm correct, a text should be hitting all of the inboxes of the Daily Toasters, because we do got Daily Toasters and we want to give it up for all those Daily Toasters out there. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that they are appreciated. Oh my God. Oh, my audience too. The audience too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Even the audiences. I mean, like, you can't keep nothing to yourself no more. No mythic animals, no nothing. So we want to just give our Daily Toasters a round of applause. So, shouts out to Brother Kwame. Text just went out for everybody to gather around the modern day campfire so that we can have our daily toast. The ambrosia is brewing. I'm using a younger SCOBY, so we're going to see how this batch comes out. You know, we're going to really see how this batch comes out. So, okay, cool. I can still put the tagline in. Daily Toast dash Kujichagulia. See, I wish I could set this up the night before, but I would come down and it would freeze on me. So, cause I tried that method, and it would freeze on me. So rather than have us dealing with all that freezing and shit, I prefer to come down here and just do my thing, get it up the best way I know how. So we are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Spreaker. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be on Facebook, family. I'm just being honest. I really don't know how much longer we're gonna be on Facebook. I mean on Google, on YouTube, because, like I said, the numbers there are super small. And once again, the whole idea was to be able to do more of a podcast. I like the live aspect, but there's very little communication. I may have one interaction on YouTube, and you know what I'm saying. This show, as well as the other shows, all about the interaction. What I'm attempting to do is, for lack of a better term, to have discussion with other people who have, in a sense, been initiated or striving for some form of initiation. People with experience in life who have been, through life, you know what I'm saying, and come together and share information, and grow together. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, ultimately that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Because once we stop growing, we start dying. So I always want to keep my sword sharp. So I think my daily toast was keeping me up on my toes, especially when I'm walking through some waters that I've never walked through. You know what I'm saying? And also reminding me that we all are experts at something. But we're not experts at everything. You know what I'm saying? We all are masters of something, but we're definitely not all masters of everything. You know what I'm saying? And filling in the gaps for each other. So the text went out. I want to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. That's what I'm talking about. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and this is your Daily Toast. Cleo, are you over to sleep?
No, sir.
Well, we strive to blow up those old paradigms. Today is that great Kujichagulia day. It's my day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Kwabena. I was born on Kujichagulia, so I have a very personal relationship with this principle, right? So now, today is the day that we usually do folk tales for grown folks. We still working through Aesop fables. So, we starting to repeat a lot of stories, starting to repeat a lot of proverbs. Well, actually, this is going to be the second round through the Gye-Nyame Journey workbook. We made it all the way through that book, so that means that's over 90. It's like over 90 shows. So actually, we are approaching 200 to 300 shows that we have been doing for tribal quotes. I need you to understand, family. We have been on this path for a very long time. So now, today is the day for FFGF. For those that don't know what that means, folk tales for grown folk. Right? So now, today's folk tale, for those that want to be up on it, is we're possibly going to cover two. I want to talk a little bit about the sparrow and the hare, even though on Kuumba I spoke about it, right? But I want to talk with you about it a little bit more, the sparrow and the hare. I won't read it again because I read it before. But also, I think we might be moving a little bit into the flea and the ox. All right? So here you go. A flea thus questioned an ox, "What ails you, that being so huge and strong, you submit to the wrongs you receive from men and slave for them day by day, while I, being so small a creature, mercilessly feed on their flesh and drink their blood without stint?" The ox replied, "I do not wish to be ungrateful, for I am loved and well cared for by men, and they often pat my head and shoulders Woe's me, said the flea. This very patting which you like whenever it happens to me brings with it my inevitable destruction. Alright, so once again, the flea and the ox. A flea does question the ox. What ails you that being so huge and strong, you submit to the wrongs you receive from men and slave for them day by day, while I, being so small a creature, mercilessly feed on their flesh and drink their blood without stint? The ox replied, I do not wish to be ungrateful, for I am loved and well cared for by men, and they often pat my head and shoulders. Woe is me, said the flea. This very patting which you like whenever it happens to me brings with it my inevitable destruction. All right, so we're going to talk about that one as well as the sparrow and the hare. We're going to expand a little bit on the sparrow and the hare. We're going to talk about that one, the ox and the flea. No comments needed right now. I just want y'all to ruminate on that just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Allow that to roll around in your mind just a little bit so that we could go on and have us a powerful discussion tonight. The show will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you might as well get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't got no events tonight, which means that I will be able to come directly home and get ready, right? We got the ambrosia brewing. We won't have no ambrosia until about Nia, maybe Kaumba, because I used a pretty young SCOBY. You know what I'm saying? It was thick, but not super thick. But I need to give different SCOBYs an opportunity to demonstrate their skill, right? So, and then on top of that, I had to feed my SCOBYs last night. So, you know what I'm saying? It was slim pickings on that honey last night, family. So, all right, so let's get into it.
Mr. Daddy.
Get your glass. Drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. My fault. Take your breath and drink your water. Take a breath and drink your water. Take a breath and drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Alright. Now take your breath and drink your water. lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. And lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, drink, live, move. Almost got it, hold on. Breathe, drink, move, live. There you go. So take your breath and drink your water. Lift your glass and drink your water. Move your body, drink some water. And lift your glass and toast your ancestors. I want to say great Kujichagulia to everybody out there. I want to lift up my glass to all my daily toasters. Shouts out to Brother Kwame and somebody else out there. I don't see who you are, but hey, welcome. So today we activate those reticular formations, and we're looking for Kujichagulia popping off in our community, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to start using the power of definition, especially here, right? It's time for us to start building by using our power of definition and defining who we are, where we are, and when we are, rather than have other people define that shit for us, right? So, drink. So, because like I said, family, I got certain people that I can't even text, right? And it's like, we right off in nation building land. It's like, as soon as I send a text, right, it's like, we got to have a discussion. See, that's what we're getting to right now. Because right now, like I said, a prime example of that Kujichagulia for me is that individuals right now, I am involved with individuals that are trying to help define the whole community here. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got different aspects of black folks in Columbus, but we have a group of individuals that are striving to help the group we belong to define themselves. And that's a very, very powerful and for me, a very, very positive thing, right? Because one of the issues that we often run into is that people do not have a clarity about who they are. So they don't know what they deserve. You know what I'm saying? They get whatever comes their way. And that's how we've been for a long time as a people. We've been accepting, right? Because we ain't really take time to really define who we are. You know what I'm saying? And then nowadays it's super confused with the internet because we so many different things. You know? Some of us got tattoos on our lip talking about we from Wakanda now. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. You know, we got some people out there actually trying to find Wakanda. Oh man. Great movie, great story, but god damn. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Then we got other people from everywhere else but Africa. It's like a lot of us, we spend a lot of time because how can I put it, as children, it wasn't clearly defined for us, and we was told, you could be whatever you want to be. Some of us took that just a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? You know, now I'm a Native American. Now I'm a Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? I'm everything but African. Right? I'm everything but the descendant of, and I hate to use the term, but I got to use it because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, we're everything but the descendants of enslaved people. Everything. We feel such a shame, right? We allow the shame to come over us rather than taking the time to redefine how we look at what our ancestors went through. Now, I ain't saying strip away the horror, but yeah, in some instances we need to. You know what I'm saying? We need to look at the victories, that our ancestors was able to pull themselves through, and how powerful of an individual some of our ancestors had to be to redefine themselves after the shit that they went through. Right? Now, it's like, I couldn't even imagine living the life that some of the people in my bloodline suffered through. I couldn't imagine it, right? And it's like we're moving backwards. We don't even, we got it so good. This how good we got it right now, fam. As a group, we're moving backwards, and we don't even recognize it. You got to be doing good. We don't even recognize it. But hey, that's how it goes, right? And then my piece is now, I'm activating my reticular formation. I'm looking for those instances where we have young people, or we have people, my peer group, or we got elders out here defining themselves for themselves. I'm looking for that Kujichagulia. I'm looking for that type of energy today, right? So that I can be inspired and I can move and I can have something to come here and share with you, or I could share it on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline, because that's what it's about, family. It's about us sharing the information. It's about us sending out reminders of where our principles lie. You know what I'm saying? To understand that they're bigger than a page. You know what I'm saying? They're bigger than a page that I'm holding when I'm reading off in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That they real and they're in action around us at all times. At all times. You know what I'm saying? So when we think that we are operating in disunity, oh, no, there's an example somewhere. When we think that we lost Kujichagulia, oh, no, there's a reminder somewhere. Brother Kwame found an article and sent it to me and reminded me. When we think that Ujima is not popping off, you know what I'm saying? Sister Navita is sending a post out or shooting a video, right, of some Ujima popping off in our community. Just when we thought Ujima wasn't happening and it wasn't possible, and it's impossible for us to harness our resources to move them in the direction for us. You know, brother Anubis, right, post up an article that reminds us that Ujima never went nowhere. Just when we think that we're not operating on purpose, right? I'm able to see a young person possibly at my school or possibly out in the community doing something on purpose. That's positive, that's good, that's life affirming, and I could go and take a picture of it and I could post it up. You know what I'm saying? Just when I think our creativity is being misused, I could find somebody that is demonstrating Kuumba and I could share it or I could discuss it. Or just when I think that we may have lost our faith or lost our minds, you know what I'm saying? All of us can come together and have a discussion on one of the shows and be able to remind ourselves that our principles are constantly around us and our ancestors are floating around us and letting, you know what I'm saying, and moving us in the right direction. Right? And remind us that, hey, you need to tighten up over here. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I don't want to paint a picture so bad that we don't move and so good that we don't move. You know what I'm saying? We middling, right? You know what I'm saying? We're somewhere in between the dirt and the sky. Ain't, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere between the earth and the sky, ain't touching dirt no way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep it real, but we got to keep it to where it's not so real that it becomes overburdening to some of us. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us got some extremely strong constitutions. Others, man, crack under pressure. You know what I'm saying? You like, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? This is why we need to have initiation, so we can start seeing who gonna crack in our circle, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna crack, we give you therapy right there, help you pull yourself back together, and then you could try again, right? You know what I'm saying? Right now, we got untried soldiers, Really. Untried soldiers, which is a very dangerous thing to go to war with, or to even be in war with. You know what I'm saying? Untrained, untried soldiers. You can't win like that. So shouts out to Brother Kwame. I'm by myself this morning. Finish up your water. Remember, far as the water, this is somewhere around 33.8 ounces. You do an ounce of water for each, what is it? Half your body weight in ounces. Daily. So, man. All right, so let's get this toast on. We get up out of here today. It's Kujichagulia. Where we at? My cheat sheets. There they go. All right. There's Kujichagulia, self-determination. For those that don't speak the language, the meiotic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. The hermetic law today is correspondence. Male name is my day. Male name is Kwabana. Female name is Abana. Alright? Or Abina. Alright? From the African-centered cultural virtue and value system, today in Wolof, the virtue is Kursa, which is self-respect and respect for others. Account ethics, generosity and beneficence. And in traditional Yoruba, we have Ir Farabale, calmness. Alright? So, let's move on. It's time for us to toast these marvelous, marvelous ancestors. So this is, in a sense, an experiment, and I guess I'm gonna take the last little bit of honey I got. I'm gonna put it in here and see what happens. Cause I got a SCOBY floating around in there, but I guess since it ain't no active sugars in this tea, I know it's got to be some type of sugar in here. But this SCOBY just ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, look, I'm gonna just lay down at the bottom here and give up the ghost. You got me in a messed up situation. So I'm gonna go and put a little bit of honey in that. The last little bit of honey I got. But first, that's just green tea, by the way. Still reading Being Healthy and Wealthy. Still gotta catch up on my Amos Wilson. And I still got to catch up on that folktale book. I still got the folktale book that I have to read as well. So I got a lot of reading to do. I got a lot of listening to do as well. So somebody back up with me. All right. Now, family, you know if shouts out to Miss Navita Nelson. How are you doing this morning? Now, family, if you have to move, because I know some of us can't be watching and listening at the same time, you go to the Spreaker station. Right? Is you go Spreaker.com/HA2TIM, and with Spreaker you can listen on the go, right? So, but now let's do this toast. Oh, Sister Navita, did you get the survey? That's what I should have sent out this morning. But I wanted to make sure I had the movies on there that you wanted, because right now, family, what we're trying to do, we're trying to decide on what movie should be the next movie that we show, because we got to do some Okay. Oh, girl, don't blame T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile before T-Mobile. Mine's always working. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that. Let me take that back. There has been time. But anyway. Oh, you sent it out. So cool. I gone and I'm gonna send it out on the list later on today. I'm gonna send it out to people right around. And I ain't gonna say right around showtime, but I'm gonna send it out asking people to fill it out so that we can know which movie we want to watch. So it was cool. All right, I hope it was cool before you sent it out. That's all I wanted to know. So first, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. T may be more like it, live and out loud. I don't understand. T may be. Alright, so giving honor to the creator by whatever name you call the creator, we lift up our glass and we toast our hands. We toast the very first ancestor. We toast that source from which we all spring. And by whatever name you choose to call that source, we say Ashe. From there, we move to our ancestors without any further ado. Call on Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Texan Davis, Aaron Brown Sr., Rose Lee Tilley, George and William Walter, Kristen Fanny Gasson, Aunt Nina, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallar, Montague Pittman L, No More X, Sapet Mara, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Hayes, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dergo, Pulley and the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Random, and Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susan B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kendi, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Donald Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frankie Northland Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy. What? Yeah, T-Mobile is tripping, Navita. Oh, Not T-Mobile, maybe T-Maybe. All right. Brother Renee salutes Joe Davis. Joe Davis. Brother Anubis salutes Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles. Sister Tiandra salutes Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr. Brother Deshaun Sensabaugh salutes his mother, Jennifer Sensabaugh. I added to my list Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons. Sister Aisha salutes Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown. Miss Ford salutes Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth and Paul Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson. Dr. D salutes Dan Wilkerson Sr. Sister Jackie salutes Emma McClendon. We added to the community list Jerry Dorr, Amina Robinson, Patricia Williams, and Shabaka Torre. Sister Madonna salutes Donna Hill and Richard Gleavis. Sister Cynthia salutes Lee Irby, Tom Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. Sister CeeLo salutes Archie Beck, Anna McGill. Brother Santana salutes Aunt Becca. Elder Greg Arnold salutes Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed. Sister Shelley I salutes Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimbo Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, and Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Quabana, Anton Nixon, salutes, also known as I Can, salutes Alex Nixon. Elder Bowie salutes John Bowie. Elder Cedric salutes Lester and Rachel Sanders. Sister Janelle Ross salutes Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes. Elder Ori Pianki salutes Neely Johnson and Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott. Charles Stephenson or Stevenson salutes Vivian Stevenson. Cassandra Holloway salutes Mona Ann. Elder Phyllis salutes Martha Ford Dawson. Big Mama Nana Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston. Sister Inya salutes Margaret Towns and Mary Williams. Sister Heather salutes Leroy Q. Heath Sr. Patah Kepshaw Moore salutes Albert Moore. Yaya Motley salutes Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, and Erlington Houston. Woo! All right, family, so we lift up our glass and we salute all of those ancestors, all those marvelous names that we just ran through, right? Our family. Wow. It's growing slowly but surely. All right, so now we lift up the glass and we move to the present moment. We salute the present moment because everything happens in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we keep the moment sacred. And we lift up our glass, we activate our reticular formations. We are out here searching for Kujichagulia, right? So we lift up our glass and we say, Ashe, family from near, where do we go? We go to the future. We salute our children's children, on to infinity, and we toast them now so they can toast us later. And we say, Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass to all of our relations. We say, Ashe. Last but not least, family, I toast you. I toast you. Right? So I lift my glass to you, and I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years, and I pray that you will, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful and as powerful as you are. With that, I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Anime, you don't, whoa, man, I'm trying not to, because, you know, Phoenix abuse is illegal in 50 countries, right? All right, let's try it again. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. You know this is Daily Toast. It's a Heart of Simple production. A So you tripping too? I got a stuttering lion now, right? But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. All right, family, listen. Wish you peace. You have a great day. We are out. First, YouTube. We out. Look like YouTube froze anyway. Oh, no. All right. All right, YouTube. We out. All right, Facebook. We out. Peace out. Not T-Mobile. She said Team Maybe. Wow. And last but not least, Spreaker, we are out.